Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. I'm your host, Laws in the building. We got D, we got Aaron rocking out. We'll have a guest joining us shortly. And we got a lot of stuff on tap. As you can see, the show lineup right there. Got a special guest joining. We about to figure out if the dude ready for marriage or not. We gonna get the answers. A little bit of KS and Umar. Serena Williams, we're going to talk about that. Russell Westbrook history, breaking moment last night. The Wizards, we're going to talk about the East and the West playoffs and, some NFL news. You know what I'm saying? We got packed show. Right now, the man of the hour is just joined us in the building.
Man, if you know what I had to go through to get here.
Hey, look, man,
I was on a work call.
Hey, look, we here for you, man. We here to help you out. See if we can get you see if you ready, dog. We want to find out if you ready for the next steps. First things first, let everybody know your name. Introduce yourself to the people.
Name is Rick.
So Rick,
my last name.
Man, look, we passed all that. We in 2020. We got facial recognition. It's over. Look, so the question I had, so we got a little bit of questions. We about to vet you, see if you're ready for the next step. The first question is though, do you want to be married? Because that's important. Because if you don't want to be married, that's one thing. Okay, so
definitely.
So you want to be married. So why do you want to be married? Like, what is it about marriage that appeals to you? Why you would want to take that jump?
Number one, my faith. That plays a major role in it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, if I'm with somebody, I'm very loyal. Anyway, I don't do no cheating and all that. And it's like, why even?
Hold on, man. Y'all gotta let my man talk.
My fault. I gotta go on mute. My fault.
And number three, at a certain age, you get tired of running the streets.
Okay.
And it's like the dating nowadays is not like it was when I was younger. So at 38, when you still out here doing whatever, it's like, yeah, you gotta grow up sometime.
Mm-hmm. So another question I have, I'm sure you've been in relationships before. What's the longest relationship you've been in? And then why did it end?
Let's see. Well, if you want me to be brutally honest,
I mean that's why we got you here, bro. We don't want no cap and no cap, dog. I ain't even wear a cap tonight.
All right, I'm gonna keep it 100 then. The last 2004 was my last relationship, and then 2018 I was in a situationship. I should say.
2004. How long was the relationship you was in?
Almost a year. Better part of
a year.
Yeah,
okay, so what's the longest duration of time you've been in a relationship, situation, whatever?
Just that one. That situation was the longest.
How long was that?
That was better part of a year. Stuff.
A year.
Emails on my phone. My bad for keep rapping across.
No. It's all good. It's all good. Why did the relationship end?
We wanted different things, and it should have ended long before it did, but we dragged it out a little bit, I would say, because long story short, we had different faiths.
Okay.
And that caused a big divide because I'm a Christian and she's an atheist. So she didn't understand why, you know what I'm saying? And so with me, it was just like that. It was kind of hard to get around that. And then two, she kept her friends in our relationship. And I didn't like that because it'd be one thing if I'm like mistreating or something like that, or like lying or doing the most, and they got to keep her in check, like you just do it alone. But it wasn't that. She would like literally every little thing, and they was like almost like they was in a relationship and giving their.
Okay.
And they were also yes men kind of. So it was always like, girl, he needs to do what you want him to do, and this, that, and the third. And it's like it doesn't work like that. It's a compromise.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we going that gave me enough little information so we can assess that. Let's get to the we gotta get the prelims out the way.
Mm-hmm.
The money. You got it. Do you live at home with your parents?
Yeah, right. I haven't lived at home since I was
Oh,
18.
hey, listen, I gotta ask. I gotta treat you like you're a stranger. I mean, I know that, but
Yeah,
it's Batman's out here living at home, dog, and thinking they ready for the next steps, emerge, and all that type of stuff. And it
I'm not.
just
I've been a homeowner since 2009, and I've been on.
okay,
I was 18.
okay. Well, children. Do you want children?
I used to, but I'm at the point now where I'm like not as much as I did. Like if I don't have any kids, I'm fine with it.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Let me ask this question because I'm just gathering information. Uh, how do you handle conflict? Could you tell us a situation where you might have had a dispute? Are you in a relationship now?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about a time where you were in a dispute with your current, person that you with, significant other,
Mhm.
and you were wrong about something.
Um, we get along for the most part. The only
Okay.
time it was really just a matter of communication.
Uh-huh.
Um,
What's your communication style?
I'm very straightforward, no filter, no fluff. I'm solution based thinking, and also,
Mhm.
but this problem was about my emotion lack thereof,
Mhm.
because like the way I show emotion is a little different than other people do. I'm kind of like, y'all know me, so y'all know I'm like somebody's grandfather. So I'm not the one that's like, oh baby, I miss you, and oh baby, and all that stuff. Like
Yeah, I'm a baby. That's me. That's me.
like I do the the pet name stuff like that, but not
Uh-huh.
like
Mm-mm.
the soft voice and all that. I'm very like, I can kind of come off like either monotone or aggressive.
Okay.
So sometimes that gets misconstrued like she wasn't sure how much I cared. She knew I cared, but like didn't know if I cared as much as she did. And it was kind of like a dispute of that. You know what I'm saying? We never really have any disputes in terms of like I did something and I was wrong for
Okay.
that, and or she did something and she was wrong for that. Usually we if there's something that's confusing, we'll talk about it and get past it very quick, because I'm the reason why I don't have like issues lingering in my own, like I don't come with baggage, is because the way my mind works as a chronic overthinker, I if it's something wrong, my mind thinks about it like a billion times nonstop, and I have to address it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with anything across the board, like from work, just regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't shelve anything. So I have
Okay.
to address it right now, because otherwise it's gonna be on my mind, and then I'm gonna get all anxiety and all. I got to get rid of it right now. So
So,
I just,
well, that can work in some relationships with women where they want to address stuff right away. So that may not necessarily be a deficit to you.
yeah, because you let
Um,
going to build up, and then that's how stuff gets easily misconstrued, because you sit on, pause, you sit on things, and then
okay.
yeah,
All
that's
right. Last question, then I'm gonna open it up to my co-hosts to see if they want to chime in. Uh, is there is there anything about you that potentially could jeopardize you in a long-term relationship? You say you had a year-long relationship. That was probably the longest that you've had. You had a situation, but it seems to me like you're not really involved in, long extended relationships. And so, I'm thinking about what could be jeopardizing the the longevity of a relationship, because a marriage, that jump is to be forever. So,
yeah.
if a year compared to forever, that's it's a long stretch. So, what if anything, uh, do you think or do you see could be jeopardizing your ability to, like, make it the long haul? Or
Um, the fact that I'm a loner, because the fact that because I've been alone for so long, And I was always cool with that because my thing was I wasn't gonna settle. I wasn't going like if somebody wasn't bringing what I wanted to the table. Not saying I demanded perfection or anything like that. I ain't one of them people that got like unrealistic expectations. I was alone for a long time because I was just like a lot of people wasn't really what I wanted. So in being alone for a long time, I kind of got used to it. So sometimes I can be kind of absent-minded. And I told her that up front. So it wasn't like I just sprung it on her, like she got to know that about me through time. Like I put that out up front, like because I'm like, if I can be kind of like look over things and like not and like you know what I'm saying, make you feel like you like not there, like let me know because it's not on purpose. Because I have no problem accepting accountability because I know I'm flawed. Like, and that's why like y'all know me, like in our crew, we hold each other accountable. We don't do the whole, oh, it's gonna be all right. Now we be like, no, get it together. You was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm the youngest in my family, so I got zero problem with accountability. So I told her, hold me accountable for them things, like call me out on that because I guarantee it wasn't intentional. But sometimes if that was to keep happening, that could be a detriment. But I'm trying my
Okay.
hardest to make sure that doesn't happen and that my loner ways and tendencies don't kibosh what I have.
Okay. Okay. What y'all, D, Aaron, y'all want to chime in?
I'm ready
Uh,
for irrigation.
I don't have a whole lot to add for real, for real. I just want to know when the date's gonna be. Just I want to make sure I get an invite. That's all I ask for.
It's still
Hold
early.
on, young. You assuming that the Bama ready. I'm trying to tell you that. Listen, I'll say these are things that I think you probably should look into prior to making that venture to the next step. Being able to, like, I always tell people, self-awareness is the greatest thing you could ever have. Like being aware of oneself and the
Mhm.
things that could trip you up. See, I don't really hang around gualas like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the junk could trip me up, dog. So I just keep my head straight in the lane. I'm just saying you gotta be aware, know your deficiencies, know where you lack, know what things you didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, bad role models that you might have like looked to and stuff like that, being aware of that, and
I
then being able to.
because I all of my father, my uncles, all of them. I told myself at a young age, I was like, I'm not gonna go down the Java's way and and end up divorced and doing them. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff
The
they
fact that you
they was
call it the Jarvis way means you got to do extra work, dog.
yeah, because I seen how my uncles ended up like not that they ended up in a bad place, but just
Mm-hmm.
I told myself that wasn't gonna happen to me, and that's why I took like I tried to plan my life out a little different. I got everything I wanted to do out the way when I was young. Like I lived in LA for 4 years. I I graduated college and got a job young, so I wasn't like scraping through, so I can just basically live how I wanted to live. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And do what I wanted to do. And like I was not gonna lie, I was out here for a little while, like for a lot of years, but
Yeah,
it wasn't. And
everybody
everybody
out
knows,
here
you
in
know
the
what I'm saying? I
pool.
got no cut calls about it because everybody knows it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like I was just like a player or like a
Mm-hmm.
womanizer, nothing like that. Because I ain't never lied to nobody. I was always brutally honest
Mm-hmm.
because I learned young, the more honest you are, the better results. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, you know what I'm saying? And plus, like you kind of put the ball in somebody else's court, not being
Yeah.
so desperate and pressed to be like to try to like manipulate somebody, like just keep it 100. And that's why
Yeah.
like I would say like 90% of the people I ever dated or talked to, like it's still like cordial to this day. Like not to say that we hang out or nothing like that, but like nobody hates me. And
Okay.
I, you know what I'm saying? Last time I ended up in the friend zone, which was fine with me.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I'll say I give you the thumbs up, but I still think you still have a little bit of work to do
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
though
But
when
still,
the
you
jump when you
got
get
a way to go.
when you jump that broomstick, dog, better have your helmet on, cause dog, I'm telling you, it just it requires sacrifice. It requires being able to like, ways in which you kind of navigated your whole entire life, being able to like evaluate the negative things that could like impact your relationship, and then fading like joy, like I can't do it like this, even though I did it like this for so long. And that just takes, practice. It takes, intention. I think you are being intentional about different moves you're making. But like I said, like, whenever you about to jump into something great and like something great, there's gonna be something to try to trip you up or bring you back to your old Rick. It's gonna be like, come on back, dog. Remember we used to do this? Like
I'm past all that, like, because the thing was, and that's why I'm happy I got it all out of my system. I lived in Cali for 4 years. I was doing the music. I did a lot of stuff. So it wasn't like I ever felt like I was missing out on anything. So now that I'm older and more mature, because like even back then, I did want a relationship on the low. Because like Ern to tell you, like I used to talk about him, like, man, you full of it. But now that I'm older, looking back, I realized I wasn't as ready as I might have thought I was, because I had a lot of maturing to do. Not that I would have done somebody dirty, but like I've grown to, like, I'm not the same person I was even before I left for Cali. Like you know me, like half my life. Me and you go back to 1995, 95. So you know how I was, you know how I've been, and you know how I am now. I'm like way different from how I used to be. So, and looking back, I'm like, damn, like I guess I wasn't ready as I thought I was.
Well, bro, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we your family. We wish you the best, dog, in your journey. Praying for you, dog. The joint real. Like,
Before
yeah,
you cut him
Bama's
off,
going.
I need a godson. That's all I want to add to the conversation. I don't know what all this, so it won't bother me if I need a godson, dog.
Man, I might adopt somebody. I don't know. I'm scared to have kids, be honest with you. Like, the world is going and how my thought process is, I'm like, man, I be done got that kid canceled in the first grade with my downloading my manifestos into that child.
Dog, any shout outs you want to give? Any shout outs you want to give?
Be on the lookout. Taco Montana, Clandestine Hustler. The book is coming out soon.
Hold on, dog. We just talked about to be getting married. This man ain't gonna shout a youngin' out, dog, on the joint. This how you.
Come on, man.
You
trying to cause strife right now. You causing strife, dog.
Now she gonna look like
you causing strife right now.
Dog.
You planting major seeds right here.
Look, man. Go ahead, dog. I ain't meant to mess up your shout out. My apologies, dog. I edit that out.
Brittany. You know what I'm saying? I'm not keeping nothing away. Shout out to Brittany.
So, yeah, Britt.
Yeah.
Godson, Brittany, if you listen.
Yeah. Dog, Bama threw you over the broomstick, dog. You try to walk. They'll shove you, DDT, slammed you over that jump. Hey, man.
Me and Aaron had a bet, too. He bet me that I would never get married. So, and
I thought we put a 10-year limit on it.
I'm about to say, guess who? He's sponsoring that wedding. But I ain't going to do it. It ain't going to be no destination. He's going to do that joint right here in D.C. They're going to be right.
Hey, we looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Bro, we appreciate you, man. Of course, we appreciate the support. You know, you showed us, you always showing us love and telling people about us, young. Stay up, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I got to bring me back on here sometime so I can talk about them damn football teamers.
Oh, yeah. You already know, bro. You already know.
And when they go 0-17, bring me back.
All right. That's not going to happen, but all right. My man, Rick Jarvis. He ready, young? Y'all think he ready?
As ready as he going to be.
Yeah. He sound different.
And you ain't got to be a finished product. You just got to know it's going to be work to come.
Yeah. No one's a fit. That's the whole thing. You can keep making time and thinking you're not ready. You're never going to be ready for it because you're not going to know what to expect until you do it. It's one of those type of things. It's built off of the experience of it, not something that somebody can tell you or you thinking you're ready. That's just how it is. So.
And what I do know about this nigga, I've known this nigga for 20 years. He been in the streets for 19 of those 20 years. I know that Bama's not in the streets. And to me, that's the biggest sign because it used to be like the Bama was addicted like a drug addict. Like the Bama was just in the streets.
Them dopamine.
It was like the crack was calling his name, but now
Well, that's good, dog. That's good. That's growth. That's progression. That's all you can ask for at this stage. But everybody, I can't dunk like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, you got to slow down. Yeah, you got to slow down.
Yeah.
Aaron, I see you got the nice fragrance. Yeah, what we rocking today? You on a time for? What's this?
the new release they had, I think it was last month. It's
Ooh.
okay. It's not elite like some of the other stuff, but
Okay.
it came out, so we ordered it.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. On to some other news, though. Jeremy called me the young Kevin Samuels out here. Dog, Kevin Samuels and Umar Johnson beefing, dog.
Yeah.
What's up? Y'all see the video, dog? Let me go ahead and run the video real quick so you can see.
Yeah.
Black women, I count about a dozen. I'm going to call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating. They're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable.
Talk to us more like Umar. The Prince of Pan African. Big Papa's in the house. Run my donations. I mean, shout out to Umar. I ain't got no problem with the dude, but I think it's funny y'all keep coming over here asking everybody to talk like Umar. Queen Mother Garland. Cocoa Butter and Sea Moss Gold. And
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Dog. Dog, I'll tell you, Dr. Umar, dog, I don't even know if the Bama real doctor, yeah. Umar Johnson. That Bama is hilarious, bro.
One of the funniest dudes on the internet.
The funniest dudes on the planet Earth. This Bama, every time I'm gonna start doing what he do. When I make hot takes on the show, LeBron is not better than Jordan. Did you hear me? He's not better than Jordan. I'm gonna just repeat everything, dog. This Bama is the master of repeating a sentence for emphasis, dog. Crazy. So, Young, I mean, who wins the battle, Young? Do we even need this in our community?
Well, who does it affect the most negatively?
Dog, you can't have, dog, there ain't been no KS before, dog. Ain't been no Kevin Samuels. We got to protect him at all costs, yeah. He the only one out here keeping it all the way 100. Umar Young, I know he be talking the black power stuff, but it's just something about him, dog. Anybody who don't say, I don't know, I look at funny off break, you know. I just can't trust it. Aaron, what you think, dog?
I think it's definitely a battery in the back for them to be going against each other. I think both of them are needed. I mean, neither one of them is perfect. They're not infallible, because you know how people get when you start talking about people they don't like. But at the same time, I don't think it benefits black people for them to be going at each other like that. But like you said, the other dude protected at all costs, dog, because you know they on his neck.
They on his neck, dog. We were talking earlier, D was like, they coming for him, yeah. Like, they want him out of here. They trying to cancel him. But you can't listen, right now, he's earned so much equity with the dudes, with men. Yeah, we gonna protect the Bama, dog.
But go ahead.
No, but I say that is true. But I think the one thing that you got to be mindful of is the women are the ones that are actually driving him right now. So if they continue to be a part of his show, then he's never going to go away. As long as they keep, they're looking to get slander like that. I feel like you're looking to get slander. You already know how.
You walking into a bus or you know on this show,
right? You already.
especially if you come with the wrong attitude, it's going
That's
to be
the key. People act like he just sitting there like queuing up black women just to get them up there and assault them. That's not what's happening. Mm-hmm. Part of the delusion that a lot of people live under gets shattered when you come on that show. Like nobody's allowed to live in their bubble. Yeah. Not on his airwaves. There's plenty of platforms for all the other foolishness people love, but I don't understand why it bothers people so much for somebody to do what they want to do on their platform.
Correct. So that's my whole point. So if they don't want to hear it, then they shouldn't join the show and be ready for the response they're going to get. To me, anytime you ask a question, you got to be ready for any answer. That's just the bottom line. And they're not the people that ask these questions. They're not ready for the answers they get because it's not what they really want to hear. And if you don't want to hear it, then don't join his podcast or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
But it's the thing. But they do want to hear it, though.
But that's it. So he's going to continue to live off of that as long as they support. They're supporting him.
I want to see what that Bama's checks look like, dog. Because this Bama is, dog. His show. Every time I tune in, because that's the thing. Like he said it himself. You go to like Steve Harvey and some of these other dudes who be talking relationship stuff, their room is full of women. It's just all women. Because they're basically catering and appeasing to that demographic. When you go to his platform, it's men and women. So all he'll say is, well, you think you hot stuff? Just look in the comments and see what the men are saying. And then it just like, it all comes crumbling down. The youngin on the show last week or a week ago tried to say she looked good as Beyonce. And then so the Bama did a poll on the IG. And then, you know, people started slant. Well, it wasn't men, it was women trying to basically defend the youngin. But I'm like, young, she made her bed, so she gotta lay in it.
He kept trying to give her out to like back off of the comment.
She stayed on it to her death. And then she gonna respond on the IG jump talking about, oh, you corny for this, trying to get likes and stuff like this. But you know, go ahead and follow my page. Like what?
She was trying to turn that thing around, bro.
And then Young is on there trying to defend her at the same time. At the same token, talking about Beyonce got on makeup and she don't got on no makeup. And like, come on, dog. Yeah. The delusions is real.
Because
like,
they all live under that same delusion. You know, we live in a world with the girl code where women aren't even allowed to criticize other women. Like they're basically under this like this code where nobody can say anything about them unless it's like outrageous praise, putting them on some pedestal. So whenever somebody brings some reality or levity to the situation, you get looked at like an animal or a terrorist.
We don't do that over here, dog. Everybody is fair game on our platform, dog. Men, women, black, white. We calling out anything that's suspect. But it's bizarre to me that you have somebody like Kevin Samuels taking so much flack for just being honest and calling out the delusions, dog. You know, I mean,
women have never ever been asked to consider what men like, though. Straight men, especially straight black men. Like we basically supposed to just take what we can get at like every step of the way.
Yeah,
so
I think
no more.
Go ahead, D.
No, I was gonna say, and the problem in that, just to kind of piggyback off what you're saying, is they look at what they want in a mate and not what a man wants in a mate, and that's the problem. So it's this projecting of what I want.
Right, they become what they want, thinking, oh, a man's gonna want that too.
Right.
But a man wants something completely different from what a woman wants.
Right.
Yeah. You can become your dream guy, but why would I want your dream guy? Like, what sense does that make?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, it's a whole.
Can't feel your way.
We can spend hours on this jump, but you know, shout out to Kevin Samuels, young. Keep doing what you're doing. Umar, I mess with Umar too, young. Black empowerment is important, but sometimes he be doing like, dog, how he be slandering Bama's, young, calling them coon. They part of the coon kingdom.
That part be true though. He like because. You can't really
he put everybody in that kingdom, dog.
Yeah,
if we was famous, he'd put us in there too.
Nah, but like most people on TV are coons. You got like to be black and to get in that space, you got to kiss a lot of white ass. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it, and I'm not even like I said. You're right. Both of them needed. I appreciate that he can be brutally honest, but the Bama is hilarious, dog. The Snow Bunny crisis, young. I can't listen. This dude is hilarious, dog. And he knows it. He knows it. Now he's tapping into it as a part of his shtick.
Facts.
So I commend him for that, dog. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I praise KS, because whatever you got to say about him and his viewpoints and different things, dog, the Bama is a marketing genius. He's a marketing genius. So speaking of criticism, Serena Williams. I don't know what was going on in this picture. I don't know if she was trying to be Mike Jack from 98 or what was going on. But this is a terrible photo, of Serena
You can't
Williams.
say that. They're going to be on your neck.
I don't care what they say.
Is it Photoshop or like Snapchat?
No, dog. That's a picture of her.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure out what look was she going for? And I don't, and granted, I don't think Serena's bad looking, but this makes her look terrible.
But this, I don't put this on her. Well, for letting it come out, yes, it's on her. But when you do go into a lot of these
photo shoots,
shoots and things they even did it to Beyonce early on. They try to make your face look white by using super light makeup so they can touch the joint up and make it look like you as fair skinned as possible. Really, when they the darker the woman is, they really put an emphasis on that kind of thing. So I don't know what subscription that was or what publication, but 99% chance that it falls, the idea falls on whoever was responsible for that shoot.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, but you got you
got to veto it though. You be like, nah.
Yeah, you got to veto it because this is going on. This is venturing in the coon kingdom when you do stuff like this.
Facts.
And I mean, I'm not telling you, how you manage your image or whatever, but there's just certain stuff I would not do, dog. I don't care what, I got to no, we're not doing that. What's this? No, I got to be comfortable. You ain't know my stuff my wife tried to put me in sometimes, and I just be like, nah, no. I'm from 1990. I'm a 90s kid, young. We not going that tight with the pants.
Oh.
Dog, yeah. You just, it's things has gotten tighter over the years, dog. So
we always considered you to be one of the more forward metrosexual type jokers that was cool. So if it's even further than you willing to push it, that might be tough, dog.
That's what I'm saying, dog. And I'm just a regular Joe Schmo saying nah, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put the stopgap in place, dog, because they gonna just offer you the bread and just say, you want to do this.
Let me ask you this: was that the final photo for that photo shoot, or was that just what? Oh, okay.
And the thing is, it's not even when you look at the picture. She got her I don't know if that's a sponsored shirt that she got on or whatever, but her legs is darker than her face.
But it's not even recognizable as that being her.
Dog, she don't look like herself, dog. She look like the youngin' off of White Chicks, dog. You seen
Then the blonde hair too, so yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. It's a fail. It's a fail.
It was
and
a bad idea.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look, dog. So, I mean, it is what it is. I hope she got people in her corner to tell her young, this is a bad look, and she doesn't, put herself out there to get scrutinized like that again. But it's still right
because they don't necessarily have a lot of representation in the media anyway. Of dark, successful women who could just, show their face and be able to be recognizable like that.
Right.
So you finally have, somebody who can play that position, and whoever's idea it was, she out there basically in whiteface. So it's just, they definitely felt a certain kind of way, because that's the first time I heard about the photo was they were slandering her on the internet.
You talking about the greatest tennis player, I would say male or female of all time, is Serena Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Hands there.
Yeah, and definitely. You talk tennis and sports, you can't take nothing from her.
Nah,
in that regard.
Right. That means you don't have to do these kind of things.
right. That's
Don't
it.
have to.
That's it right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Littlefinger was behind the whole jump to just get her out there looking silly. Cause it's just, it's crazy. Speaking of silly, dog, what's up with Bradley Beal and this Kent Bazemore situation, y'all, that's going on? Do y'all see the clip what started it all? I'm about to run it right here.
It would be scary. 49 points in 29 minutes, though. That's unreal. And we got guys hurting hamstrings trying to keep up. So yeah, I got to do some research on that. Oh, you got me, Monty.
Oh, jokester over here, Bazemore, talking about Bradley Beal's hamstring and the scoring title. Bradley Beal didn't take too kindly to that. First, he tweeted, "I don't do subliminals. I stay in my lane, focus on Brad. I don't care what another man doing in this league. I'm concerned about me and my guys over here. Keep that goofy over there." It's funny you say what you say because your man's admittedly checked my numbers before the game, but I'm chasing. Shut your up. Then his youngin, he put a little clown. You can't see the clown jump, but then his youngin John chimed in. I wouldn't hold my breath for a response, but hey, maybe after a long night of 8 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 6 turnovers, and 6 fouls, he will have some time. Dog, so this is Bradley Beal, you goofy for this, dog.
I don't understand why is he even responding to him?
Yeah, what is you going back and forth for with Kent Bazemore for? It don't make sense to me.
I don't either. Like, is there something during the game that we just didn't see or hear? You know what I'm saying? On the court that got him so triggered. Like
they weren't even playing each other, dog.
So
he looking in the box score comment.
So I don't understand it. Why even give him the airtime? You know what I'm saying?
Dog, and this Batman was rapping. Dog, see, this is what happens when you can't play. So he wasn't playing. So he had all the time, all the attention. You know, I bet he's a little bit salty, but a little bit disappointed that he couldn't be a part of the game the other night with Russell Westbrook, broke the Oscar Robertson triple-double record. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a culmination of factors that probably went into this. But I just gotta say, I met the Bama Bradley Beal before, dog, and this is people say I'm biased and stuff, but dog, an impression, like when you meet somebody, you get an impression about who they are, like, you know what I'm saying, different things about them, right? This time where I met Bradley Beal, I just happened to be at the gym, like, because my man, he invited me up there. We was going, I forget, I was picking something up, and I walked in the gym and I seen Bradley Beal in the gym. I'm like, oh, that's Bradley Beal right there, right? The gym wasn't packed. It was like, maybe it was like a camp for kids or something that was going on during the day. I'm like, oh, that's Bradley Beal right there. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? The Bama looked at me like I was an undercover cop or a fed or something, dog. Like,
was you dressed like that?
You? No, I was just dressed regular, dog. I was dressed like this. Oh, okay, I was dressed regular, dog. I was just like, I just happened to walk. I seen him. So I was like, what's up?
I don't know what, dog.
Dog, I was. And that's another thing too. Like, you can't tell from the photo because I asked him, I was like, Brad, because it was really literally nobody in that gym. So I was like, Brad, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what's up? I was like, you mind, can I take a picture with you? Right? The Bama just looked like, come on, another one of these little fanboy like, he didn't say this, but this how he moved, his whole expression. I was like, dog, this is his rookie year. Like, he wasn't even like who he is now. You know what I'm saying? To be acting like that. So ever since then, I always kind of felt like, come on, bro. Cause like, really, you talking all greasy to Kent Bazemore, but when you see him, you gonna dap the Bama up, give him a hug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna really be no real beef. Is this jump just petty, or what is we talking about?
Right. I still don't understand. Who talks about Kent Bazemore on the regular? You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, he's in the NBA. Don't get that twisted. But Bradley Beal is Bradley Beal at this point in his career. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why he's getting so upset over what he said at a press conference.
Yeah, Jeremy talking about he just wanted to smoke. Dog, I don't even, maybe he did, dog. Maybe he just, him sitting out just made him feel like I gotta say something to him. I gotta go at this dude. But really, Kent Bazemore, the Bama's he come off the bench. Dog, what is you?
That's probably what made him mad. Imagine a bum Bama saying something to you. You a
Dog,
cooker, and a bum dude got something to
this is
say.
what I'm saying. This is how you cut that out. Dog, if a bum Bama say something to me and I'm a cooker, I'm going for the scoring title. What I'm gonna say to the Bama is gonna shut the whole joint down. First, I'm gonna say something like, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna even tweet him. I'm gonna tweet somebody on his team, and I'm like, young, when the Bama average 18 plus or more points, then he can come talk to me. Like we not even having no discussion back and forth. I'd have just sunned them, dog. You about to get the scoring title, or potentially, and then it's a Bama over here who night to night is inconsistent, may get double digits, come on, bro.
You can average what Kent Bazemore average in the league.
Exactly, dog. I see you put up the big three coming our way, young, but I'm done, dog. Hooping day is done. I can't even. They got trials for the jump. You going out there?
I'm washed. I'm 40 pounds over my pack. I ain't gonna be 40 pounds down in a week.
Yeah, I can't, dog. I can't. On the NBA playoffs and the play-in games, young, LeBron thought it was corny. He said whoever came up with the play-in game should be fired.
Because he gonna have to play in one. That's why he wanna say that now. Nobody was looking at the Lakers to be fighting for a 6, 7, 8 seed.
Dog, the Lakers is in trouble, dog. The Lakers is in trouble. They might not make it out the West, honestly. I mean, shout out Van. He said that they're gonna be the first 6 seed or 7 seed to make it to the finals. But I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. You look at the West, just the records in the West right now, with the games that is left.
That being said, if they get healthy before the playoffs, most of those teams aren't going to beat the Lakers.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. If they're healthy, it's going to be difficult for anybody to beat them in a 7-game series. I just don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, that's granted. If you have LeBron and you have,
they're healthy. Yeah, they're healthy. It's going, bro. You're not going to do it. But I hear what you're saying though. If you don't, you have one or the other. Yeah, it's a good chance they're going to get kicked out without question.
Because I mean, right now the way it's looking, I mean, they got the Knicks, they got the Rockets. I think they play the Knicks tonight, but the Rockets they going mud hole. Mm-hmm. Pacers is fighting to get in, so they going to try hard. Pelicans they might be done. So you got the Knicks and the Pacers that's going to play the Lakers tough, and they need to win all these games. Honestly, I mean, they do have 2 games on the Warriors, so they're definitely going to be in a play-in game. Either way you look at it, but I just don't know if they gonna make it. Dog, they have to play the play-in game. That joint ain't no walk in the park. That joint ain't no walk in the park. So you got for the play-in structure, you have the 7 plays the 8th for the 7th spot, and then the winner goes to the 7th seed. Then you have the 9th and the 10th play for the 8th spot. And then the winner of that plays, the winner of 9th and 10th plays the loser of the 7th and the 8th for the 8th spot. So if you're in the 9th and 10th and you win, you basically got to play 2 games to get to that 8th spot. So if the Lakers lose in their play-in game, and they're the 6th or 7th seed, they'll have to play again against the winner of it. And that could be the Warriors. That could be the Warriors or the Grizzlies. Grizzlies, I don't think they have to worry about so much. But they have to play the Warriors. That could be tough. Or the Blazers, that could be tough. Spurs is always a hard out for you. So, I mean, do y'all see the Lakers getting put out the playoffs from the playing games?
Again, it's all dependent on health. If they're healthy, no chance. If LeBron is the one that's out, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen LeBron yet. I mean, I'm guessing once the playing game starts, he's definitely going to play.
They saying he should
Injury
play
or
tonight.
not. Yeah, injury or not. On to the West. I mean, on to the East. My bad. We got the Wizards trying to slide in there. Last night, Russell Westbrook made history by defeating Oscar Robinson's triple double record. And I mean, Aaron, I'm getting tweets, people saying that the trade between him and Wall. Yeah,
But y'all keep trying to move the cheese. That's the part that I keep finding hilarious. We'd have gone through this 20 times since the season started. What's the Wizards' record?
They are 9th seed right now.
What's that record?
The record, 36 or 35 and 33 something. Something ridiculous.
3-4 games under 500. After a 7-8 game winning streak and another 7-game winning streak early in the season. Like, stop it. Just stop it.
So the accomplishment of Russell Westbrook doesn't mean anything.
I didn't mention his accomplishments ever in anything I said when the trade happened. Did I? D, did you hear accomplishment talk?
But let me so it's solely on the record.
It's on the team is not better. The team is trash. Bama's was celebrating like they was about to do something this year.
32 and 37.
Like, stop. Just stop, dog.
So from your vantage point, it don't matter what the Bama's does from an individual accolade standpoint, as long as they don't surpass the second round. That's what they got to do.
Maybe I got to say this shit in
subtitle.
What language I got to say this in? I never made comments about his personal accomplishments when the trade was made.
Okay.
When the trade was made, what did people say to me? Y'all got a superstar. Like, what's going? They got way better, right? We were talking about them fighting for a 5, like being in the middle of the pack before the trade. They got a superstar. They got way better, and they're 5 games under 500. Please make it make sense to me.
All right. That's a great argument. Is the trade better? John Wall is Westbrook right now swapping pieces. Is John Wall as good as what you're getting from Russell Westbrook?
See, you talking to Kevin Samuels. You're not going to be able to move the cheese on me. Address what I said when the season started. Not what y'all want to switch the argument into. I said these Bamas did not get better. The team is not better.
Okay, the team is not better.
And they're worse than what we thought they were going to be.
Are they worse, though?
Stop, dog. See, we can't do this, dog.
He doing the Kevin Samuel joint. That's how he be doing. Then he hit the little button. Hey, I'm gonna say this though, just kind of playing, you know what I'm saying, between the both of y'all, what y'all saying is this. Westbrook in the beginning of the season was not Westbrook. He just wasn't. He wasn't that guy. He was playing hurt because he was playing hurt since last year. And you can see in his game, he was not playing at this level that he is now that he was in the beginning of the season. It was like, man, what's going on? People keep saying, did he lose a step? Is he the same guy? Is his, you know what I'm saying? Is he now on the downside of his career? And then once he got healthy, you saw a major difference in his game. He stopped playing back-to-backs. You know what I'm trying to say? Early on in the season so that he can get healthy. Once he got to that point, he was the guy we used to seeing in OKC and stuff like that when he was averaging triple doubles. The guy we're used to, you know. And so I just think that kind of hurt the team in the beginning too. But I think when you're talking about, so from Aaron's standpoint, he's solely saying, hey, look, you make a trade for a guy that you're saying is better and the team's record is not better, then was the trade actually the move to get better? Mm-hmm. It's hard to argue that because the record wasn't better. You know what I'm saying? Now there were some circumstances, of course, within that with injuries and stuff like that. And like I just said, Westbrook wasn't the same guy, but the team is the same team in a sense. And I think it's never going to change as long as your head, the top guy, is the coach. And if that does not change, I just feel like it's just going to be the same result. And I don't really care who you get. This is my standpoint. And I never really got into the argument. But to me, as long as you got Brooks as your head coach, I don't care who the Wizards bring in.
There it is.
It does not matter. It's always going to result in the same record, the same seeding, and the same losing. It's just that's just how I look at it.
Listen, last night they had an opportunity to win the game. That would have been the icing on the cake for the whole Westbrook, surpassing Oscar Robertson triple-double record at 182.
How'd they lose?
They didn't call a timeout, one, but they didn't call a timeout, I believe, because Scott Brooks doesn't know how to draw plays for those type of situations.
You got a superstar point guard. He got to call a timeout? Scott Brooks got to call a timeout?
So the superstar point guard went down the floor and jacked the three. And
fade away. A step back, fade away three. Like, stop, dog. Y'all niggas better leave me alone. Stop.
Dog.
And that's part of who he is. That's the gift and the curse of who he is.
Right.
So Bama's want to celebrate because the record broken. But, dog, y'all 5 games under 500. Stop it.
Yeah, you right. I can't even.
Harold be getting baited. Twitter and social media, like Harold will make one argument in the beginning of the year. Then they'll torment him, and he'll try to abandon it like I was the only one that said what was said because he said he ain't like the trade either. But I'm going to let you slide on this one. And then he'll be like.
Let me be clear. I like the trade, though. At the time, I liked the trade. I thought Russell Westbrook I was one of the people who championed Russell Westbrook over Wall from a superstar standpoint and what he brings to the table. Now,
next week I'm bringing your comments. I'm screenshotting and I'm bringing them to the joint.
Go ahead. But the thing is, what I will admit is that even though from a statistical standpoint and a productive standpoint, there's still deficiencies on his team that won't allow this team to actually produce W's, which is your point that they're not.
They're not significantly better.
They're not significantly better because if it doesn't show up in wins and losses, then what are we really talking about? And so to that degree, I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm always one of them type of people, like, I don't care if Alabama's cooking. If I score 40 and we lose, then what are we talking about?
Right, because that was y'all harp on Bradley Beal for the longest time.
And
when Bama's don't like Bradley Beal. Yeah. But when Westbrook does it for some reason, it's magic. Just help me understand.
Yeah.
I don't mind addressing stuff if I say it honestly, and it's wrong. But I'm not going to address Bama's twisting the goalpost or moving the goalpost.
Honestly, it's just because he gets 10 rebounds and 10 assists to go with the points. So, it makes you feel better, dog.
Does it? It makes you feel better?
Dog,
I'd rather get 50 than 18, 17, and 12. Really? What? What them checks gonna look like when you out here averaging 30? You getting the super max.
I don't know. Are the Wizards gonna make the playoffs?
They got a good chance because they're gonna play the Pacers for that 9-10, and they're gonna watch them again. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, the Celtics win that 7. Yeah, he'll be back. If the Celtics win that 7-8 game, then the Wizards should have a good chance. They play the Hornets and could get in. If they got to play the Celtics after they beat the Pacers,
might be trouble.
That will be the route for them not to get in.
So as long as they could dodge the Celtics and get in, they get in that A spot, they straight.
They got a chance.
Yes. So yeah, you kind of want to be in the 7th and 8th spot because if you are, one win and you're in. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the 9th and 10th, you got to play 2 games, essentially. So we're gonna watch it, though. We're gonna watch it about a week left in the season, and then playing games. Y'all like the playing games? I love it.
I think it adds some value to the end of the season where a lot of these teams, especially like a 7, let's say you got a few game lead on 8th team, or the teams that end up towards the back like 9 and 10 kind of getting cruise control if the records are set. This makes people play all the way to the end of the season on the bottom half of that the standings.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I think I like the fact that it makes it competitive all the way down the stretch. You can't just tank as many teams do. This generally this time of year. So I like the element that the teams have something to play for, and you're
And
gonna
it
get the best
essentially
version
adds.
of the team.
Go ahead.
No, you just added competitive nature to the games that otherwise would just not mean anything.
Right. And you add 4 teams to the playoffs. It's basically the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's one and done, you know what I mean? You add
Yeah.
basically 2 teams to the East and 2 teams to the West.
Yeah.
Extend that season.
Nah, it's actually a genius move. I know
genius,
LeBron was
though.
hating on the jump and was like, "This jump is stupid," because now he got to play in. But from a structure standpoint, a business standpoint, you bring so much notoriety to your game. It brings a level of excitement too, because you like, one of these teams can get knocked out, dog, and be going home, going fishing early. So I'm definitely intrigued to see how it plays out for sure. On to some NFL. Tim Tebow signed to the Jaguars. A word on the street is that not everybody happy about that signing.
Who's
Do
not
you
happy?
think this? I mean, they didn't say, dog. You know how news, they never really cite the sources. They just put stuff out there. Is this a good move for Urban Meyer, or is it just nostalgia? Like, is he just?
It's a favor for a friend. That's what it sounds like to me.
When the last time he's played an NFL snap?
2012, 9 years ago.
Oh, it's been a minute. And even then, he was just running in. Look how slow he looked, dog. He only
he runs 4.7, dogs. And
you
that
put
was
him as an
10
H
years
back?
ago.
What you want? Like,
and he's 33 too. Stop.
Oh nah,
Stop.
dog.
Stop.
Yeah,
That's exactly why I made that initial comment.
But I'll tell you one thing he does bring to the table: a competitiveness and a leadership
Harold.
that could.
It's one thing when you the cornerback. When you the quarterback, I get the
First of all,
leadership.
that
If you
should've been
trash, you gonna take leadership from a third string tight end?
Dog, leaders lead, dog. Leaders are just leaders.
You play
dog,
sports,
by
Harold.
default.
You play sports, dog. Stop. Stop. You play sports. Stop.
Aaron, I can't be a leader, bro, and not. Dog,
You can't be a bum leader who don't get in the game. What were you? Don't. You know you cannot lead if your jersey not getting dirty.
You can't. You can.
And
dog.
you haven't had success in the league.
Okay,
Who that
all right,
didn't
then
have success in the league?
Different. That might be a little different then. Because now you're talking about a level of success. He didn't have a level of success in the league.
Harold, he was out the league because he couldn't have success.
To the playoffs, dog.
Why was he out
that
the league?
That team had nothing. That team had scraps.
Why was he out the league? They had Demarius Thomas. They were loaded on defense. Stop. Dog, you're just making it up now. Why was he out the league, Harold?
Dog, Tim Tebow is a leader. Did you hear me? Tim Tebow is a leader. Dog, leadership goes a long way, dog.
It does.
We know bums in the league that are backups, and they, people respect them.
Because they've been in the league. You carve out a career for yourself. You've been in the league 10 years. He's been out the league 10 years. So why are you listening to him?
Right.
So what's the chances he gets a touchdown pass? He catches a touchdown pass.
You going too far.
That's easy though, because the coach can draw up what he wants to draw.
Right. But
you see old linemen catch touchdown passes.
Right.
Linebackers catch touchdown passes.
Okay.
And you've gone too far by saying how many touchdown passes. My question is he going to make the final roster?
I think. Well, so what y'all want? You want to put wings on that? I put wings. He make the final roster.
That's the white man's ego we betting against, though. That has nothing to do with football.
That's true.
I never bet against the white man's ego ever.
Dog,
ever.
I tell you, listen. It's very few. Dog, the Badminton Tebow came into the league. This is why I think he can manage and be serviceable. Because when the Bama came in, everybody in the world knew he wasn't a quarterback. They knew he wasn't going to be able to play the position. But this Bama put his mind to it, dog. And help from upstairs. This Bama somehow, some way ran them Bammers, because that's what he did. The Bama passing yards was trash, but he ran them Bammers into a playoff game.
He did. I give you that.
On sheer will, dog. Sheer will.
He
I think
lost
they
his
beat the
job the
Pittsburgh
next year.
Steelers.
That same
He
offseason,
did,
he
but-
lost his job.
But what I'm saying is, like, not everybody could do that, dog.
But I was at quarterback. That's different. When you're
That's
the
not
leader
harder?
of. No, what I'm saying is the opportunity when you have the ball in your hand every single snap is just a different impact to when you're a tight end and someone has to throw you the football, or you're just gonna be blocking every play.
But what if
Then
the
your
Bama-
teammates know you're a bum. We say it all the time. The players know before the coaches ever know if a Bama can play or not. He trying
But
to
this
block Chase Young. Stop, Harold. He is going to get pancaked out this joint, dog. He going to be in ICU.
I just feel like 9 years from being out of the league
9
and
years
then
is a long time,
coming
dog.
back and then trying to play. It's a lot happens
9
in that
years
time.
is a long
He still
time,
looks
dog.
fit,
I
but it
think
doesn't mean
that
he's
Bama
football
been-
fit.
I know he plays some baseball. He did the minor leagues
Yeah.
in the baseball zone. I think he got moved up. Bama,
He's an athlete. Yeah.
He's a super athlete. So I know the Bama's in shape, but you right, though. 9 years is a king gripper.
Yes, it is.
be
And then to
out,
play tight
dog.
end, and he gonna be an inline tight end. He ain't gonna be like he gonna be a receiving tight end. I think he's just.
Who can
he's
he
not.
block on
Yeah.
the defensive line? Who can he block?
I don't have an answer for you.
I don't know, bro.
He can't
don't
play.
Listen,
he might
I think
use this
he's gonna
to-
make the roster, though.
He might
definitely
use
gonna
this
make
to leverage and get a coaching job or something like
Right.
that on
right.
the team.
Right. I
But-
could see that. That's what I could see. I could see him as a coach.
Because
And
think
maybe-
about go ahead, my fault.
No, go ahead and finish. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just thinking about the roster spot that they're going to have to give up for a player that they're probably going to need, whether it be special teams, just you need extra linebacker or injuries come into play. And you got this guy that's your project that's basically forcing some player or some position to have to take extra rep in practice because the coach want to be stubborn and give his man who can't play ball a roster spot. Like, you're losing the locker room already. He already hired the racist Bama that he had to get rid of. He clearly doesn't have a sense of the room or the tone of the NFL. And it's like these kind of decisions. Now, if they end up being really good and it becomes irrelevant, that's one thing. But if these Bamas end up being trash again or something doesn't work or he does some funny business during the season, you could lose the locker room and then lose your ability to coach in the NFL.
So you don't think there's any benefit to Tebow being on the roster?
Zero.
I just can't see it. After that long out the league, now you're going to play tight end, which is probably a better position for him to play. But just being out the league that long,
he might still be in the league. He started out at tight end.
possibly,
or
yeah.
H back or something.
Pull up the clip of him trying to catch a football in the league where he ducked and the ball hit him in the head. Stop. You just assume because of Bama. Stop, dog. Stop. He's a bum, dog.
And he gets battered and bruised. And he already got 4. He's one of 4 tight ends on that roster currently. So, I mean, one thing to make the team, he has to outplay the other tight ends on the roster.
Man, no, I put the wings on it. Put the wings on it.
He'll make the roster?
Yeah, he ain't making the roster.
All right, let's put the wings on it. Wings on it. I'm going to get that little wing emoji, put it on here.
Yeah.
Rumor on other NFL news, Aaron Rodgers, Denver, could the Packers force Aaron to retire? Look like they trying to restructure the deal, give him more money. He don't care about that.
He don't want money. He got money. That's the thing. With someone of his stature, he doesn't need the more money. He wants to win. That's what it seems like to me. Ain't giving him more money is just like, I want to go. He wants to go somewhere else.
Going to Denver.
That don't work. No, it doesn't. That would be the weirdest place to go.
I think the Bama just disgruntled with the whole organization. He just want out, dog. He don't care where he go. I would take him on a Washington football team in a heartbeat.
Give it all up.
Give it all up. Just dog, for 2 years.
I would come back. I'll buy a new Washington football team jersey.
You would come back?
Yes.
No, I mean, I don't know.
You would.
Like, he would. He would. He love Aaron. He love Aaron Rodgers, though. This is the thing. I don't know what Denver, because I don't know how Denver like moved to the top of the food chain with this whole talk about Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what that rumor. Cause that sounds a little fishy to begin with. But if I'm Washington and I'm anybody in the front office, I'm trying to figure out what we can do to get this dude on the roster today. I'm calling every single day, dog.
Good morning.
Every
what y'all
day.
doing over there? Dog,
Hey,
day.
what's up, man? Today, man, I'm feeling like Chase on the block. If y'all want to holler at, like, I'm just trying to entice them any way that I can to get them in a room talking.
But Chase is not on the block, right?
He's not on the block.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say he is, though, to get him on the phone.
Okay.
You know how I go. You just get him on the phone talking, and then you say, all right, man, we're gonna have our people look at it. We'll call you right back. And then they call back with a different offer. You know what I'm saying? You know how you do on a Madden? You keep submitting offers, young, until the jump click green.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You just keep shuffling babbers in and out
like a Rubik's Cube. You just keep all the different combinations.
All the combinations, dog. Because if you get him on your roster, dog, you're 11-win team off Break City. And you need Aaron Rodgers this year because our schedule about to be a doozy. I think Thursday the schedules come out for this year. So tomorrow, yeah. So next Tuesday we're gonna go through the whole schedule gamut and talk about teams and different things like that. Wins, loss, record, all that good stuff. But yeah, dog. I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with A-Rod. I mean, y'all think they're gonna make him retire?
I think he has the leverage though. Because they got a bum quarterback on the roster that they drafted with a first-round pick last year that's going to get exposed.
Word on the street, he's not ready. Buddy Love, whatever his name is.
Like you said, A-Rod don't need the bread. Mm-hmm. And he seemed to have that ego and had that stubbornness where he not – like if y'all want to play this, y'all want to play chicken, you're not going to beat him at it. So you're going to have to either cut him a huge check or pull some kind of move to make him happy, or you're going to have to trade him. Because he can wait until you have to sign somebody else, get other quarterback or whatever, and then if he says, okay, I'm gonna come, his number is gonna be so high that you can't really finagle around his cap number. So if he's smart and his agent is thinking like I'm thinking, you can make it to where they have to do something.
Mm. And if that season starts and he is not the starter, they're gonna do whatever they can.
Who gonna be the starter?
It don't matter.
You just said Buddy Love.
They could be picking Trevor Lawrence next year. Stop.
I'm gonna take Love's jersey off and put Aaron Rodgers on his back and send him out there on the field, dog. Like, you cannot not have Aaron Rodgers, dog, and not have a viable replacement. And I think that's probably the biggest concern. If I'm the GM, dog, I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna play Russian roulette.
You're gonna lose that.
I'm gonna play chicken, dog.
You're gonna lose that.
But also,
I might die, but
he's not
going to head up.
The GM is not going to get another job if this Jordan Love pick doesn't work. So you can't be forced into playing him before he's ready to play.
Right.
Because you know how that happens. So if he's forced to play Love and you see he's a bust, that GM could be out the league forever. As a
mandatory camp coming up soon. We already know if Aaron, like they say he is, he's not showing up.
He don't have to show up. He has all the leverage in the world, man. And the minute that team plays, I don't know if he's gonna do a Barry Sanders at his height of his career. The Joker just retired.
So what would you do as GMD?
I would just trade him, for real.
To who? For what?
Bro, any team would give up the farm for Aaron Rodgers. It's not gonna be hard to sell that. You don't have to sell Aaron Rodgers. It's just about what you're gonna give me.
So when you give it to you give them up to a team, that team instantly turns around. They 9-game winning off Break City, guaranteed. So whatever picks you get, if it's picks, they're not gonna be top 10.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be this year and 2023 and something like that. If you think about just in this draft, what Gettleman did with the trade so that the Bears can move up to get a quarterback, and they gave up a number 1 for next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is Aaron Rodgers. You're not gonna tell me that someone's gonna give up 2 future number 1 picks. I mean, shoot, we did it with Eli Manning, and even more. So I just couldn't see a team not doing that with Aaron Rodgers. They're gonna get whatever they want, players plus draft picks. You know what I'm saying? It's just Green Bay gonna do that, and that's the part right there that they're gonna. This is the thing. This whole trend that's starting to. It's almost like a loose tooth right now, right? It's wiggling. So start off with Deshaun Watson, with players starting to demand trades while they're still in contracts, right? And it's his tooth that two side to wiggle a little bit. Now you got Aaron Rodgers doing it, but sooner or later that tooth gonna come out, and then every player is gonna start doing it, and the league is terrified of that.
Dog, tooth fairy, dog. Put $1 under my pillow,
Bro.
This joke about to be out.
They terrified. The league is terrified to have the players run the league like the NBA. The NFL does not want that. And that's why they're fighting as good as they can to not allow that to happen. Because once that happens, it's a wrap.
Dog,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm calling Aaron right now. I'm saying, look, dog, we'll give you the 10-year bag like they gave Mahomes.
Dog, he's not gonna play 10 years though. He's not playing.
He our age, dog.
Right, he's not playing 10 years.
I'm gonna just do a baseball contract and just get it out the way, dog. Because you can't. What are your options? You don't have no other options.
Trade him.
Just trade him, man. I need 3 number ones, or I need 2 number ones, a number two, 2 number twos, and a player.
He going to Hall of Fame whether he play another snap or not.
You're gonna be trash though when you do
gonna
that.
Be trash if you don't trade him and just have to play the quarterback that you don't want to play. That's not ready. You can't drag him out on a leash and make him play.
Right.
If the Joker say he's not playing, I trust that he's not playing.
Right. And they could fine him. He got endorsements. He got money. Them fines ain't nothing. That's like somebody fining you 50 cents. What you gonna say? You can have that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As we get ready to get out of here, dog. Y'all see DK Metcalf, dog? Yeah. Run 100 meter?
Dog.
Hold up, dog. Let me show this video.
Men's 100 prelim. Looks like right in the middle of the track, Yuha and Rogers.
You saw, you could tell which one was DK too. The big brolic Bama number 2.
They got Broly, the black
fact
bro.
that was moving like that. I don't care. People slaying him like, oh, he got humbled, by the whole experience.
Nah.
But I'm like, oh,
he didn't expect to win. He didn't expect to win. Come on.
Yeah, he didn't. He definitely didn't, dog. The Bama was still running fast,
flying.
What that tells me is if he wasn't a football, like let's say he said, I'm not playing football anymore. I just want to focus on track, and got rid of that football muscle that you got to have to play football.
Right.
That Bama might have been sub 10, dog. He might have been sub 10 because he's not even really training for track like that.
Right.
10-7? First of all, is that even allowed, dog? Are you allowed to run track when you on an NFL roster?
Yeah, you are. Well, as long as it's not in your contract that you can't do those type of outside activities.
That's a hamstring waiting to happen, dog. That's a Bradley Bill waiting to happen.
That depends.
Because you're a track star, dog. You know that joint ain't. You open up.
Bro, you open that hamstring pull immediately. You got to open up from the start. It ain't no build up.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. It might help him for the league, though. It might size him. Because the way he be chasing Bama's down.
The part that's crazy, he didn't win his heat or whatever, but he still beat. Out of 17, he got 15. So there was 2 other guys that he beat, and that's not even his sport. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. I give him props for going out there. And some track people took offense to the fact that he came into track and ran like it was a game. And they took offense to it that, he shouldn't be doing that. And then the organization that does the track and stuff like that, they came out and they were like, yeah, you can have other players come out if you want to, but they just got to come in the prelims like he did.
Dog, who you think will make it in that jump?
Tyreek Hill.
That's the only part.
For smoke half of the battle.
No, he will not. No.
I think he will.
Nah.
He
got too much muscle.
I think he's faster than DK. Like significantly faster than
without
DK.
question.
I think he would have been top 10 in that heat.
Top 10? I think so too.
I think he's way faster than DK. And he's a track guy.
Yeah, that's the difference.
He's faster.
Tariq Hills, he's a different time of year.
Yeah, he do.
He got different
Randy Moss.
Matter of fact, the other Bama on his team too, I feel like it could hang in there. What's the Bama name?
Miko Hardman.
Miko Hardman. That Bama got wheels
Deshaun
too.
in his prime.
Deshaun
But
in
his hamstrings
sure.
is.
Yeah, his Joe.
Yeah, that John would have pulled after the first 10 meters.
Yeah,
That John would have
Joe
been.
spaghetti.
But it's only a handful of jokers in the history of the league that actually played.
Yeah, the history. Yeah, that can even do that. People don't realize when you running, it's a technique and there's nuance to it. You just don't run like people think you do. There's a lot to that. And of course, DK couldn't have gotten that in that short period of time. And he still got 15 out of 17.
Yeah, he still was hanging in there,
man,
That's
hanging.
impressive.
He hung.
That's impressive.
But Aaron, you saw with the
out the screen. I wouldn't even been in the screen.
but Aaron, you saw the muscle. See, it was that middle part of the heat, that muscle kicked in. That's why everybody like this roam, you know what I'm saying, just got past
The man was a train. Train coming down that.
Yeah, the part people don't understand is more muscle requires more oxygen.
Right.
And so then you also have more lactic acid built up when you're running. So your body, once that drink kick in,
it's over.
It kind of starts shutting down.
Still impressive nonetheless.
Yes, it is.
It's still impressive. Follow us at OSS980. Go subscribe to the channel. Share the content. We here each and every Tuesday evening. You can catch the podcast on Wednesday on all the places, all the platforms where you listen to podcasts. Dog, before we get out of here, young, I went to go buy a mattress the other day, young. Dog, these mattress bammers, they top level scammers, dog. You got to watch them. That Batman took me and I went in, I was like, yeah, I'm looking for a mattress for a guest bedroom, just trying to get something real chill, blah, blah. So the girl, she first addressed me. She was like, oh yeah. She's like, these are our little cheap Jones, whatever. Cause I'm not trying to spend a grip. I'm like, all right, let me get this junk. So then she's like, yeah, this junk. So then the dude comes over. He's like, yeah, this junk $500. I'm like, hold on, young Slim just said this junk. He's like, oh, no. She got the wrong price. See, the Bama lifted the thing up. I was like, oh, yeah, this $599. I was like, so then he was like, we got this one over here. I went and sat on that junk. And then I was like, yeah, this junk cool. He's like, which one you like, this one or that one? I was like, I like this one actually better. He's like, oh, that one's more expensive. I was like, yeah, I like this one, but I like that price over there. So then he was like, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm about to get out of here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check a couple other places. This dude said, I'll give you that price right now. Just don't leave. I said, hold on. I said, what you mean? He said, you want that price? I said, yeah. He said, all right, sit down. So I sat down. I sat down in the chair and listen to this Bama con me into a mattress, dog. But I got the one I wanted for the price I wanted. So but after that, it made me think like, dog, the whole time the Bama could just give me any price he want to give me. So I should have still kept playing hardball and left the store. But it's all good, dog. It's all good. Just know when you go to buy a mattress, that jump's like buying a car. Like you gotta be prepared to leave. You can't.
You got a memory foam joint?
Yeah, I got the hybrid jump. Yeah.
So they probably hit your head. Them joints expensive too.
They are, dog. Because the Bama showed me one jump. He was like, yeah, this jump $899. I said, bro, hold on, man. I told you it's a guest bedroom. Right. Chill out. Need to back that up, dog. Like, come on down with the. He's like, yeah, I can't. I said, well, look, I'll come right back. And he was like, I said, look, I like this one right here, but I like that price. What can we do? Dog, I'm telling you, them babs in the mattress stores, they just winging it. I'm telling you, if I work in a mattress store, you getting everything, dog. Whatever you want. Like when you walk in that jump, you going home with a mattress.
That's their commission. Dog. With every dollar he take off, that's $1 out of his pocket.
Right.
I mean, look.
I don't even know how they stay in business as long as they do.
It's a mattress joint in Burtonsville. That joint been here for 30 plus years, dog. I'm telling you, that joint is a trap house, dog.
How, you know?
There's no way.
You buy a bed? Like, how many times you buy a bed in your lifetime? The joint
made it through the recession. It made it through all types of
all of it.
Dog, blizzards.
The bubble pot.
First of all, the jump not even in a good location. The jump on top of a hill, you got to swing a U-turn just to get to the jump. So, like, it's all bad, but yet that jump's still in business. I see the lights on.
Right.
Don't is a trap house, dog. I'm telling you. I never been in there, but that's just it gotta be. It got it. And if you ever in Burnsville, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The joint on the corner, right by the 7-Eleven. Been there my whole life, dog. They ain't getting no PPP loans, nothing, dog. It's no, I can't. Joe wild, bro. So, and I ain't never seen nobody walk out of that joint with a mattress.
That's
or
the
cars
right.
parked out front of that joint, dog.
Right.
Money laundering, dog. That's the same thing I think with Sherman Williams.
Yeah.
There's a couple places where you never see customers.
Right.
You know the rent like $5-6 grand a month. Like, dog, how are they sustaining this joint? 2-3 employees in there?
You already know.
It's all money laundering.
Yeah, you already know, bro. You already know.
I do the same thing. If I had some bread, I gotta clean up. Put a little storefront in the joint.
Dog. All right, man. We out, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Laws, OSS 980, Other Side of Sports. We need your support. There's many ways you can support us. You can subscribe to the channel, can cash app us at OSS 980, even cop some gear from the OSS store through the link in the description. You can support us in a way that doesn't cost you anything by sharing the content. Either way, we need you to show your support for our brand to grow. If you rock with us, we'd be honored if you show your support in a tangible way. Thank you.